Okay, so we are recording this English meeting again. So, first of all, I'd like to say thank you so much for asking me to join here and to practice with you today. Here in Brazil, right now it's 9 p.m. And of course, in China, it's 8 a.m. And it's a quite difficult, this shows that we are very committed to do and to practice our speaking skills because we have been doing some efforts to made some appointment with each other and practice our speaking skills. So I'd like to say for everyone who are watching us here on the YouTube channel that we are so glad that you are here. And let's get started without further ahead. Let's get started our next English session or our today's English session. And I'm gonna share my screen with you. Today, I just brought some English topics to practice with you. But first of all, I'd like to say that for everyone, I'd like to repeat that welcome to our English speaking practice. And everyone who maybe are watching us by the YouTube, you are at the YouTube channel called Yes You Can, which I just created to with the main purpose to share our English journey here with you guys. So I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe and click and the like button. That can help me so much. Let's do it. Topics today. I just brought some topics interesting to have an amazing conversation. So I was looking for some phrases, some things on the Google, and I found a little interesting things. The first topic that I'd like to talk with you, it'll be about money. So money is important to, it's more important than love. What do you think about it, Alice? What is your opinion?
Okay. I think I am 100% disagree with this statement. I think it is totally wrong. I think love is more important than money. Money is important, but it will never be more important than love. Because I think money can improve our life quality, and money can provide us some things. If we have money, we can buy something we want. But I think this is not true happiness. True happiness is love, the love of our family, and the love from friends, from other people, is very important. This can give us true happiness of our lives. And I think uh, if um, if we need to make a choice, money and our family. We if we can only choose one, I think most of people will choose family. Maybe some people will choose money, but I think for those people who have a lot of money but they don't have family, they will not be quite happy. Because we know, in our daily life, maybe the most happy part is to the most happy time. The happiest time is to spending time with our family. And I think maybe every month or every week we will receive money, which is our salary from our company. But at this time we are not extremely happy. We are for me, I think I am not quite happy at this time. uh Maybe I don't feel quite happy. I will feel, oh my god, the tax is too high, the tax rate is too high. Oh my god, I spent the salary is
You too? You too?
uh,
You feel the same like I feel the same as you. Every month when I got my money, I stay so scared because my money is quite not enough to pay my bills. I don't know why.
yes. So I I think we are not happy about the money itself. But for example, when we spend time with our parents, in a park or just spending time with them, watching TV and the coach, having a nice talk with our family, we will feel very happy. This is true happiness. This happiness is from our heart. Is deeply in our heart. But receiving money it is not this kind of happiness. I think I maybe we can imagine another scenario where we received a lot of money from our stocks. We buy stocks and then the stock price increase a lot, and we sell it and we receive a big amount of money. But I think if I do this, I will not be quite happy. I will only think, oh, this is a good method to make money. I find a good method. I will continue to have a try. Maybe I will be happy about I find a good way to earn money. Then I don't have to spend more time on work. I don't have to spend too much time on working. I will be happy about this, about finding this method, but I will not be happy about the money itself. Okay,
Yeah.
that's all.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with you because I believe we think as this in the same way. Money is quite important. We know that because we live in the world which is a capitalizing world, where everything that you need, you have to use money to buy it or to have it. So it's quite difficult to choose. But of course, we should give the right value for the love. When you talk about love, we are talking about our loved ones, people who love us, our family, like you just said right now. We are talking about everything that it's really important. And I know money is interesting, is quite good, but love can uh, pass away, can be so more important than that. I believe we should give the right value to this thing because unfortunately the world is not as used to be. Today people love more money than people, and that is a bad feeling. That is a bad behavior that the human beings have been doing today. So they are looking more to people who have money, and they are uh, put apart persons who have no money, who have not much money. So that is not love. That is other things. It's a bad behavior, in my opinion. And I agree with you what you just said. So right now, I'd like to say, can you give an advice for young people about money?
Okay. Let me answer this question. I think my advice for young people about money is first, young people should work hard to earn money. Money is important, although it's not the most important thing in our lives. It is important. If you don't have money, you can have a very decent life. Uh, Sometimes when you need to pay the bill, but you don't have the money, this time it is very embarrassing. It will sometimes this will ruin your life. So making money is very important. We really need to learn a technique which can support us to find a job, to earn some money. But um, we shouldn't go to another extreme. This means we shouldn't spend the uh, all the time on working to earn money. We can spend our working time the work in the daytime of work day. We can spend our time to work to earn money, but we shouldn't spend our I think spare time such as weekends and after work time on working to earn money. That's not good. I think we should spend this time on our own lives, such as uh, doing something we like and spending some time with our family. This is very this is a very good balance. But in my country, I usually see some people who spend their whole life on working. They in my company, there are some crazy people who leave their office at about 11 p.m. every day, and they leave just next to the office, and they go to work at about 8 or 9 a.m. every day, and leave the office at about 11 p.m. every day. I think these people are very hardworking, but I think they don't have a very good and life balance. Mm, they spend
I
all
agree.
their time on working. They I think they must earn a lot of money because they finish a lot of job because uh, they sacrifice the time of sacrifice the time they spend with their family or spend to do some other things. They spend this time on working. So I believe they can work better than me. Than other normal workers, but I don't really agree with them. So I
Yeah.
think for young people, all in all, young people should work hard to make money, but young people should do a very good work and life balance.
Yes, very, very good advice. And I wrote, I just typed it to you here, a phrase which I saw. I heard this phrase from a movie which is called Iron Man. Iron Man. I don't know if you remember, but it is
Mm,
the Marvel movies, one of the Marvel movies. And the Iron Man said once time that when he was gave some advice for other persons about money, he just said, even all money from over the world, even can buy just a second of time. So can't buy, like I just said, even our world money can't buy even a second of time. So that is amazing. That was amazing phrases relate to money. We should be very, how can I say, we should be very conscious about what is so important and what is not so important. We should pay attention at our life. You just said the right thing. There are a lot of people who maybe pass almost all day long on their companies, on their jobs. People just start at 8 a.m., but they work until 11 p.m., like you just said. I know sometimes it's necessary. Once time a week, maybe once time a month. I don't know. Something happened, and they have a lot of power and their company, so they needed to carry about. But like you just said, money is not enough. If we had a lot of money, but you have no healthy, you have no mental health, you have no quality of life, that's doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything if you have a lot of money, but you have not a good life. And I believe the phrase that I should, the advice that I should have gave to the young people is, even our world money can't buy even a second of time. That's it. The first topic was is done. So right now I should change for the next topic. Let me choose here. Right now we're gonna talk about pets. Oh, I believe Alice is gonna like this topic because who don't like pets? I believe you like animals. You like cats or dogs or birds. I don't know exactly what is your favorite type of animals, but let me know. People who live in apartments shouldn't own pets. What do you think about this phrase? Is it true? Is it true? Do you agree with this phrase? So people who live in apartments like you just said me some months ago that you live in an apartment. So if someone comes to you and tell you, Alice, you cannot have a pet because you live in an apartment, What should I say to these people?
Mm. Okay, I am also 100% disagree with your statement. I think people who live in apartments also have right to own house because in my country nearly all the people live in an apartment. If people want to live in a city, they have to live in an apartment because it's very crowded in China. So apartment is very I think it's very convenient. It will not um it will not take a lot of space. So we have we all of us live in apartments, but a lot of people own their pets. They in my country, we usually have dogs and cats. I think these two kinds of pets are the most popular pets. But I think maybe living in a house is better for keeping a pet, especially the dog because the dogs cannot stay at home the whole day. I think the dogs need to walk. So I think if the dog lives in a house, it can walk easily. It can play in the yard every time. It is better for the dog. For the dog living in apartment, it is quite hard for the dog to walk around. But I think I know all the dog owners will walk the dog. Although they live in apartment, every day after work they will take the dog downstairs to walk the dog because the dogs need this. But the kite don't need this. Some the I think the kites can stay at home the whole day. And I remember some days ago, I talked to another people who own a kite. I asked her why don't she own a dog? She told me that she loved the dog very much. But she thought that she couldn't have enough time to walk the dog, and she thinks that if she can't walk the dog every day for a long time, it is bad for the dog. So she doesn't keep the dog. I think all the people who wants to keep a pet is very are all very considerate and a kind-hearted person. So I think these people must be very responsible for these pets. So I think although these people live in an apartment, it's not good for own a pet. They will be they will be responsible for these pets. I think no matter where they live, if they decide to own a pet, they will be responsible for these pets. They will provide a good living environment for these pets. So I think we shouldn't care about the environment too much. Maybe living in an apartment is not a good environment, but I think the kind heart and the consideration of the owners is the most important thing. Okay.
Yeah, you just said everything because I agree with you. The most important thing is if you are able to give love to this animal, if you are able to care, to take care about him or about it, if you are able to care and to have you on it, it's just up to you. It's just up yourself. So you should decide what you should do. And I like this animal. Of course, my wife some months ago decided to adopted two little cats. We got two little cats. So they are quite beautiful because one is all white. All his color is all white. So all white. So In another one is gray, almost 100% gray. So they are both our brothers, they are siblings, because we pick up from the same people who he gave us, and we have been take care about the two both cats, and it's quite interesting because they start to love you, they start to got to like you about. How do you deal with him, how do you care about them. So it's the same with my dog, for instance. I have, like I told you before, I have a dog which is a big one. It's called the Saint Bernardo, and it's quite interesting just to see when I arrive at home after my job, when I get at home after my all day long stay at my company, at the company which I work for. When I just arrive at home, my dog acts like crazy. He got so excited to see me arrive at home. So he started to jump it, he started to rough, he started to play with me, and that is amazing. That feeling is very beautiful to see that just an animal is able to love you as sometimes even more than a person. Sometimes even more. I should say to my wife that my dogs love me as much more than you love me. I just said to her some days ago. I believe that the person or the I believe the person I shouldn't say person, but I believe the person or who loves me much more here in this house is my dog. I told her because my dog is crazy when I arrive at home because he loves us and we love him. So that's is very beautiful. And I believe everyone can get an animal if they if they wish it to have one. So can you give an advice for young people about owning a pet? So if you are maybe are if you know that someone close to you are looking to get a new pet, but they are so younger, for instance, teenagers or childish, I don't know, what should you say to these people that are trying to get an animal, a beautiful animal?
Okay. First, I am in favor of everyone keeping a pet because, as Alex just said, pets can give us true love. We it can help us become happier. And sometimes when we need company, pets can be very good company. I think keeping pet is a very good thing. But I really advise young people before keeping a pet, they should think it over and over again. Once they decide to keep a pet, they should be responsible for these pets. They shouldn't abandon them. Maybe sometimes the keeping pets will cost them some money because uh, sometimes the pets will get sick, and at this time they need to take the pet to the hospital, and sometimes this will cost a lot of money. And besides, every day we need to provide food for these pets and provide some other equipment. So it will also cost some money. And I think people really should think about their own economy situation first. If they are not good in economy, I think they shouldn't keep pet. Because this is not is not good for the pets, and this will cost them in a worse economy situation. And I am afraid that at that time they will have to abandon the pets, and the pets will be very pity. Okay, that's all.
Yeah, yeah. That was a nice one, a nice advice. People should take care about what they decided to have. So if they decided to have a cat, it would be awesome, but they should be responsible. I believe it was the best phrase that you just said that I couldn't agree more. So I agree that people should be very responsible with their animals. And I'm trying because I have three. We have three pets here. To be honest, right now beside me here, my two cats are here, closer to my feet, closer to my legs here right now. Here, I'm put my hands on it. So it's quite interesting this topic, I know, but let's change to another one because we did. Right now, I'd like to talk about health and beauty. So people who get plastic surgery usually look worse later in life. What do you thinking about it? Do you know what is plastic surgery? People who maybe sometimes try to improve their faces, they try to sleep they maybe close to their eyes because they are trying to be more young people. They like to be seems to be young people, but or other things. They put some prostheses, some things like that. So what are you thinking about that? People say that after a while they were gonna seem worse than they usually to be. So what is your opinion about surgery plastic? Do you think this phrase is true?
Okay, I think it depends. I am not I think plastic surgery is good. But I think I will not do it. But I think if other people decide to do it, I think it's okay. Sometimes plastic surgery will help us. Um, Let me give an extreme example. Maybe get some people get injured in a car accident, and after these people recovered from the from this accident, maybe they will got some scars on their face or on their body. And it will quite influence their life. They will be unconfident about this. They would feel quite sad about this, and I think every time the scar will reminds them the bad memory about the car accident. So at this time, I think plastic surgery is very good. It can if it can remove these scars, it will let these people happy become happy again. So at this time, I am 100% in favor of the plastic surgery, and I hope the plastic surgery will be more how can I say that will be more proficient, will be better in the later, and then it can help these people more and more. But
Yeah.
in some situation, I don't quite agree with the plastic surgery, such as some beautiful models, or some beautiful movie stars, singers will do the plastic surgery to let them become beautiful. Sometimes, in my opinion, I don't quite agree with these things, but if they want to do this, that's no problem because it is their own choice. I will not do this. Sometimes I think, uh, nature, nature face, is beautiful. The face, I mean the face, you are born with is the most beautiful. And I think everyone has their own beauty. We shouldn't become more beautiful in this way because we are all the people are very beautiful now. Maybe I don't think plastic surgery will help us become more beautiful. Such as if maybe other people think, maybe the whole society think that big eyes and the small face. It's a kind of beautiful. So some people get the plastic surgery to make their eyes bigger and make their face smaller. But I don't think this is more beautiful because this is other people's sense of beauty. Maybe
I'm
I
sorry,
don't.
sorry to interrupt you. Sorry, Arce, to interrupt you, but your microphone is quite lower. So can you say again just to see what happened with your audio?
Oh, okay.
Okay, right now it's better. Now it's better. Go ahead. Now you get better.
I know the reason. I put my finger on the microphone, so I block the sound.
Okay.
Okay. Let me repeat. I think maybe some people, other people, maybe the whole society think that big eyes and a small face is a can means beautiful. Uh, so some people do the plastic surgery to make their eyes bigger, to make their face smaller, and but I think um, maybe maybe some people think that big eyes is not beautiful, and maybe now the majority of people think that big eyes means beautiful, but maybe 10 years later uh, the sense of beauty of this society will change. At that time, other people will think that small eyes is beautiful. So at this time, the people who get plastic surgery to make their eyes bigger will regret this. So I really don't think it is a good thing. We don't need to care about other people's opinion. And this is really bad for our health. I really think that some people who get the plastic surgery really become worse than before. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they after getting this surgery, they are not quite nature in their face. Sometimes it looks weird or something else. Mm, okay, that's all.
Yeah, indeed. There are a lot of movies that people just plays like someone else that made a lot of surgeries, and this person seems to be quite scared, quite strange. And I agree with you. Sometimes when people start to doing a lot of surgeries, plastic surgeries, they start to be a lot. How can I say? A quite weak, how can I say? Yes, they start to seem quite strange, quite different, and it's not normal. And we should take care about what we would like to do, what type of surgery we would like to do. If we, like you just said, people maybe suffer some accidents, people maybe are with some scares at her body. Maybe this person should try to make a surgery, a plastic surgery to help feel better, to help get her body beautiful again. And I agree 100% again with you just said too that everyone is beautiful on his own way. It's not necessary to do any type of surgery just to, how can I say, just so others people think that you are beautiful, think that you are better than you were before you tried to do it. So it's quite important to feel good with yourself. The first thing, the most important thing is feel good with yourself, feel good with the way that you are. Okay. And that's very important to talk about because when you're talking about healthy and beauty, it's quite related because people, when you're talking about health, for instance, we maybe are not talking about just a body health. We can speak about mental health. And if people are feel bad about their appearance, their body, maybe their health is not good. It's gonna be not good. So people should feel good, should be glad the way that they were, the way that they are. So that's it. That's all. So That's it, Alice. I talked with you a lot of topics for today, but right now, unfortunately, we finished this topic. So I'd like to say that we improved a lot on this topic. So it's quite difficult, of course. Sometimes it's quite controversial topics because we gave to people here at the YouTube channel our own opinion about things, about pets, about surgeries, about money. So we just gave our opinion. We just said what we think about it, of course. And as you said at the beginning of this English meeting, people maybe think different, and that's okay. But we are just here to practice our speaking skills, and at the same time to practice to talk about general topics. So I believe we did well. We did very well. So what do you thought about today, about our English session today?
I think it's very good and it helps me a lot because I think I haven't practiced English for 1 or 2 days, and I will be a little unconfident about my English skill. So today, just like you said before, every time you finish an English speaking session, you will feel more confident about your English skill. Me too. I have the same feeling with you, and now I think I am more confident than yesterday.
Yes, of course. And that is exactly why we are here. And of course, I have been encouraging and I have been asking to other ones to join us. But of course, depends on their joiner, depends on the what country they are living. And but I'm glad that even it's difficult to make this appointment with you here, we are managing to do it. We can manage to make this time to put apart at least 1 hour to for our day to practice our speaking skills and get confidence. So you just said a phrase that I have been trying to keep alive at my English. I should be confident with my English. If you are feeling confident with your English, it's gonna be easier for yourself to express your own ideas. So, for instance, let me just make a quite quick question for you here. A quick question. Sorry. Um, I'd like to ask you a question. Just let me just choose one here. There's a lot of question here, but let's choose one just to ask you here. I'm sorry. I'm gonna share with you here my screen just so you see what I'm talking about. So right now, this is English website for, like I just said, is English currently. So I have been looking for a lot of phrases and questions to speak with you, with our friends here. And there are a lot of topics to discuss here, and it's very interesting. And I've heard that you have been playing games. So right now, I'd like to ask you, do you like to play games?
Oh yes.
What type of games are you interested in?
Oh, I think this is an interesting story. I want to share this with you. Um, I think I don't like to play games about war. I like to play with some relaxing games, such as a farm, build plant something on a farm or produce something in a farm and to sell this to other people. Uh, and this kind of games. And the interesting thing is that several days ago, I started a new game. It is about a lawyer. A lawyer defend his defendant in the court, and we need to read a lot of stories before making the decision, because in the game the player is the lawyer, and the stories are all in English, and we need to listen to what the defendant and what the judge and what the opposite lawyer said in this process. And all of these stories are in English. And I think I was improving my English reading skill when I was playing this game. It was so interesting.
Yes, indeed, indeed, you are improving. I used it to play games when I was younger, and a lot of games is made by the American people. So there are a lot of games which are built at the United States, or the Australia, or England, countries like this, and we should learn. Sometimes we are obligated to learn even basic phrases from games. So I believe that games can help a little bit our English. Of course, like you just said, we should pay attention how much time we are spending it, because game can be a trick for our life. Because if I use my own example, if I didn't bought a video game until right now. Even I won it, but I didn't bought yet. I'd like to buy one, but I know that if I buy a video game, if I bought a video game to play with my children and at home, I will lose a lot of time. I'm gonna lose a lot of time with it, because games should be used to, like you just said, for fun, for just should be used in a relaxing way. Because as I told you, since we started this English speaking club here, I have been trying to improve my English skills. So every free time that I got at my everyday life, I use it to study English. So sometimes I'm just washing my car, or sometimes I'm washing my motorcycle, and I plug in my earplugs in, and I put some things on the YouTube to listen, just start listening. So I sometimes lay at my bed, and I usually put some movies. I watch some TV series in English. So every time that I have to do not just relaxing, I get accustomed. I get used to practice my speaking, my listening skills, my reading skills, sometimes my speaking skills, and that's why I didn't bought a video game yet, because I'm not feel comfortable with my English level yet. So I look forward to improve much more my English. So that's why I didn't bought. But I really like to see people playing. I like video games. I like a lot of things like that. So I do not judge anyone who have their video games. But of course, I know a lot of people who pass all day long play games. That's crazy, because when you arrive at his home, sometimes it is before the lunchtime, and sometimes when I live at her home, at these homes, they're still playing games, the same game. So today the video games are more interactive, so it's quite difficult to stop to play. I know that. So that's why I decided not to buy it yet. But I love video games. I'm so crazy, because sometimes I start watching some videos about some games on the YouTube, and I think with myself, oh, that is so real. Seems to be real. The image, the sounds, and the story. There's a lot of interesting things in games. I agree with you. And let me ask, what is the name from your console, which means console, which is, yeah, what's the name of your video game? What type of video game is, or how is it called, the game that you have?
Mm, I how can I answer this? Console. You mean PlayStation or
Yeah,
Switch?
yes, exactly.
Oh, I
Switch,
have both.
exactly. You have both?
Oh yes.
Oh, nice, nice. What is the PlayStation that you have? You have a PlayStation 5, 4, 3? How?
PlayStation 4.
Oh, that's nice. Have you ever played? Let me ask it here. I like it a lot one game which is available in PS4. I'd like to ask you, have you ever played Uncharted 4? Uncharted 4. Have you ever heard about this game?
No, I haven't played this game. Maybe it's very famous, but maybe I only know its Chinese name. I haven't played this. Uh, I I will search it after this meeting. I believe I know it, but actually I don't really like these war games, and I think actually
It's
now.
not war. It's not war. It's
Oh wow,
adventure. Is it about
adventure.
adventure?
Okay.
Yes, I hope, I believe for the little things that I know about you, I believe that you should love this game, because I believe this is the only one that I love at the PlayStation 4. I'm not, how can I say, I'm so sometimes I'm criticized about games, but this one I really like it. So I watch it on the YouTube, all the game. I watch a lot of videos about this game, and it's quite interesting. It's relaxing, but of course, just take care. Just be aware that if you start to play this game, maybe you're gonna lose a lot of time, because it is very interesting and takes time to finish this game. So Uncharted 4, and even There's a move which was made by the PlayStation from this game, Uncharted. But the real name is Uncharted 4. Uncharted 4. I really advise you to try play. Just try, because and after that, just say me what you think about this game. I believe you gonna like. Of course, sometimes there's some parts, but it's like treasure pursuit. How can I say? It's treasure pursuit. Let me put her. Let me type to you what is about this game. Uh, I believe something like that is your treasure pursuit. It's something like that. I don't know if I type it the right way. Let me see. How can I type it? Let me see in translator. It's quite interesting. I'm gonna like it. So uh, let me see here. Okay, treasure pursuit. That's it. You see, that's it. Treasure Pursuit is the real star. That game, about the game, is starting about some guys that would like to find some treasure, which is lose it some place on the earth. So they started to look in and to moving forward from all over the world to seek this treasure. So that it will be very interesting, and you can play with the characters about this game. I hope you like it. So try, and after that, you say me what you're thinking. Um, that's it, Alice. We're finishing. Thank you so much for being here with me, and for everyone maybe who are watching us until the end of this video. It was a pleasure to have you here with us. And I gonna finish this meeting, this recording time right now. And after I finish here, I gonna just say bye for Alice. But first of all, let me finish this English recording here. So if you are watching us, don't forget to subscribe at our YouTube channel. Alice, just ask it for people to subscribe at our YouTube channel and give them a like button for us.
Okay.
So I would like to finish here this class. Just a second. So guys, thank you so much for watching us, and hope see you in the next English session.